NFL playoffs. We're talking about NFL playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdown is the key to winning NFL playoffs and the key to you scoring big, betting on them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something as simple as a player to score 6. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app, make your pick. Here's another reason to bet your favorite player to crush it in the playoffs. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big during the NFL playoffs with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $200 in bonus bet instantly when you bet just $5. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network. So I have to take a break from all the jokes here for just a second and put my serious voice on, because I would never ever joke about a 5G network that has invested billions in building 5G towers across the country. Not even once. Not even if Mr. Boost Mobile himself asked me to. There's nothing funny about it. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network and also provide coverage across 99% of America. Seriously. Visit boostmobile.com or your nearest Boost Mobile store location to learn more. Boost Mobile network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speed, not available in all areas. What did we expect with Buffalo and KC, Ocho? We got the game that we wanted. The first game, we're going to talk about that. It wasn't much of a game. The turnovers, we talked about it, Ocho. But it's something about when Buffalo and Kansas City get together in the postseason, it always comes down to one play, one possession. And the master of the one possession is Patrick Mahomes. If you give him a shot, he's going to do something spectacular. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the Boost. Welcome to the Nightcap. Boost Mobile. Visit the nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their 5G nationwide network today. Thank you again, Boost Mobile. Ocho, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. That way you can catch your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, and the Liberty City legend, your favorite nephew, Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Guys, please go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Tell a family, friend, and loved one to do likewise. Make sure you check out Shea by LaPortier. We do have it in stock. Kansas City, Philly, y'all celebrate. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by LaPortier? If you cannot find it in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door, and you will have it before Super Bowl Sunday. So if the big game, you can even celebrate. But one more thing. Please drink responsibly. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. We did this. Everything has been restocked, and everything is 25% off for the next 48 hours. Hell, we ain't make no Super Bowl. I don't know what that is. Because we love you guys, use code Super Bowl for an additional 10% off. We also drop new beanies in every single colorway. And we've introduced gift cards available in $25 to $500. Take the guesswork out of it. Let someone special pick exactly what they want. Ocho, Chiefs fan, Eagles fans, any fans, guess what? Now we know who's going to the Super Bowl. Okay, Chiefs. Oh, yeah. Philly, let's go. Get these tickets. Nightcap Podcast Tour. We on deck, brother. We on deck. Tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans. It's our first spring tour stop, and it stops in New Orleans, February the 6th at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. Unfortunately, the meet and greet tickets are all sold out, but they are tickets for the show, and there are plenty of tickets left. So Philly, Kansas City, all right, let's do this. We've got big guests lined up. We can't wait to see you guys in New Orleans. Both Nightcap and Club Shay Shay are both nominated for NAACP Image Awards. Nightcap was nominated Outstanding Podcast, Arts, Sports, and Entertainment. Club Shay Shay was nominated Outstanding Podcast, Society and Culture. Please go vote for your favorite uncle and nephew. Me, Ocho. The link is pinned in our social bios. Ocho, we got a barn burner. Chiefs beat the Bills, 32-29. Mahomes is now 4-0 against Josh Allen in the playoffs. The Chiefs are on the cusp of a three-peat, something that no one thought was possible. And with this victory, Patrick Mahomes now has 17 postseason wins. He breaks the tie with Joe Montana for the second most wins of all time. He's only trailing one Tom Brady, who has 35 career playoff wins. Since Patrick Mahomes has become the starter, he came to start his second year, Ocho. AFC Championship game, they lost in overtime. Won the Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl, lost in the AFC Championship game, won the Super Bowl, back in the Super Bowl again. Has there ever been a better start to a career in the history of the game? The only thing I can think is comparable. Is Magic Johnson. That's the only thing, Ocho. That's the only thing. Now look, I go back, so I'm a little older than you, Ocho. But Magic, as a rookie, as a true rookie, won the title and was Finals MVP.
Yes, sir.
Didn't go back. The next year they won it again. He was Finals MVP. They went back again. They got swept. They went back again in '84. They lost. No, they lost to the Rockets in '84. They went back again. They won in '85. They lost in '86. They won '87 and '88. So the only thing I can think that can rival this off the top of my head, and you know, Ash just threw this up here as the thing of trivia, and chat, y'all feel free to chime in. If the better start to a career, Magic is right there with him because Magic has what 3 Finals MVPs, 2 records. He has 3 MVPs, but they would have to go back to there. But Ocho, Patrick Mahomes is sensational.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't either.
I don't know what else to say about him. You say it all the time. Everybody says it all the time. When it comes to playing special in moments, when the game is on the line, when you absolutely need it, if there's somebody you would want to put the ball in their hands at a crucial time in the game, who else are you picking at the quarterback position out of everybody that's ever played outside of Tom Brady?
Because I think
you got to go with Mahomes.
I'm going with Mahomes. I'm going with Mahomes. Even with Brady, if I take them at this point in time in their careers, I'm taking Mahomes because of one thing: his legs.
Yeah.
You see the 2 touchdown runs. You see the first down run.
Yes.
That's why I would take him, because he can do everything Brady. He can make every throw. He can make plays outside the pocket. And that's not the look. We know what Tom is. I still believe Tom is the GOAT. Right now, Mahomes just passed, because I had him tied with Joe. Right now, I got him in second.
Whoa. I got a question now. Now we have to have a conversation. Chat. Y'all got to stay with me real quick. Now we got to have a conversation when we talk about the GOAT. When we talk about the greatest quarterback of all time. If Mahomes is able to go to New Orleans, you hear me? If he's able to go to New Orleans to that Superdome and perhaps pull off a three-peat, we got to have a conversation.
We're going to have a conversation, Ocho, but I don't think we can put him in front, because he's still, even if he were to win, he's still 3 behind. Now, let's just say for the sake of argument, he goes back to the 4-peat, it's done. We ain't talking no more. Ain't nothing else to discuss. If Patrick Mahomes, let's get past this, that you're going to have that discussion because nobody else has ever done it. Nobody's ever done a 3-peat in the Super Bowl era. Has there been teams that win championships? Okay, yes. But we're talking about the Super Bowl. And when Mahomes, because here's the thing, Ocho, on third and 4, most teams are going to run the ball, burn 34 seconds off, 35, 36 seconds off the clock. That's not what Andy will do. We've seen Andy far too many times put that ball in his hands. He said, son, I believe in you. Last year against the Baltimore Ravens, what did he do? He threw the ball to MBS 30 yards down the field. Andy is not going to sit on it. Ocho, I'm going to turn it back over to you to this. I had a conversation with you last week. I said, Ocho, when Spags feel threatened, what's he going to do? He's going to blow it up. When he felt threatened with Josh on 4th down and he felt threatened, what'd he do? He blew it up.
Hold on. This is the thing about it. This is the thing about it. Spags waited until the right time for an exotic blitz they hadn't seen all game. All game. Spags sat on that. Like, think about that. When you talk about playing chess and you talk about playing checkers, you ain't blitzed like that to that magnitude the entirety of the game, but you wait on the right moment to use that one exotic blitz.
Coming.
And it got home.
He gonna blow it up. Anytime he feels, if you go back and study Spags, especially when he's been with Kansas City, when you threaten him, you get in his territory, and he feels the momentum, he's gonna come, he's gonna give you zero coverage, what we call bomb blitz. He's looking to blow it up.
Yes, sir.
And that's exactly what he did. Kincaid, I think he kind of lost it in the lights. He misjudged it. Because Josh still, excuse me, Chad. Josh still made a hell of a throw to throw it off his back foot.
Yeah.
Give Karlaftis credit because he didn't drive him into the ground. He was close. He hit him. Let him go. I ain't gonna get no foul in this play. Ocho.
You know, Kincaid catch that ball. You know that we talk about something totally different now, right?
Now, they might get a touchdown, but I'm not banking against, because you mess around and get a touchdown and you leave 35, 40 seconds on the clock and they got 2 timeouts. I ain't betting against my homeboy.
Absolutely. Listen, we've seen him do it before.
We saw him get in field goal range with 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Josh is probably thinking, what the hell do I got to do to beat this man? Because what happened, what was that, last year? What happened last year is that somebody beat him. And Kansas City went to Buffalo and beat him. He's like, damn, I just can't beat this man in the postseason. I wanted home field, I got it. He come to my house, kick my ass. I go to his house, he kicked my ass. So can I go? I need to go to another conference and play on the Super Bowl, and then maybe I just get to the Super Bowl like that, and I see him in the Super Bowl because he keep beating my tail before I get to the big dance.
Listen, we are in for a treat. We are in for a treat if you have a AFC team, if you're a Bengals fan, a Ravens fan, a Bills fan, or a Chiefs fan, and I'm trying to think what other teams might be in contention. This is gonna be for the next decade. It's gonna be a joy to watch for the next decade. Those 4 quarterbacks go at it and see who ends up in the AFC Championship. But they got to knock him down. You got to knock down the big dog.
You got to knock him down. And they've done a great job. He's taking less money. Ocho, he's supposed to be the first six. He's supposed to have got $60 million 5 years ago. He said, nah, I'm good with this. He's supposed to have got $60-70 million now. He said, nah, I'm good with this. He said, because I need CJ. I need y'all to have some money because McDuffie's going to come up, and I'm going to need y'all to pay him. But I'm also need y'all, if some of these free agents, wide receivers become available and we can get them on the low, I'm going to need you to get them. You see, he's like, at the end of the day, he's gonna he's gonna have enough money. And Tom realized that. Tom's like, bro, when you got that kind of money, Ocho, you get what they call acquisition. So, hey, bro, I got this big deal coming out for you. Hey, check this out. Don't nobody know about it. For $250, I'll let you get in. I'll give you a percentage. I just read today that Jeff Bezos bought $250,000 worth of Google stock before it came available. Now that's about 3 million shares. Go Google and see how many 3 million shares is. When you got that kind of money, and people are like, well, damn, my guys got that kind of money. The next thing you know, they was making 50 million, had 100 million, and now they had 500, they had $1 billion. Ta-da. I ain't telling you what somebody told me, Ocho.
I know. And then, you got to think about it too. Also, people in the chat, you have to understand, everybody's not as fortunate. Everybody's not in the situations like that. Most of the time, most quarterbacks, when you're in a situation, you don't have the revenue or the stream of revenue and income off the field. So Tom Brady was different. Tom Brady can take a home team discount.
And he had a wife.
You got a wife that's making $38 million a year. So it's different. It offsets what you're not getting from the team. It offsets. Then you think about Patrick Mahomes, sponsors, endorsements coming off the field. So the pay cut that you're taking to allow Andy Reid and the Hunts to build a team around you so that you can compete and be in contention year in and year out, you're making up for it anyway.
And the Hunts have already said, don't worry about it. You're never going to have to worry about anything. Because guess what? After next year, they're going to tear it up again.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to give you more
upfront. That's what they do.
They're going to give you more upfront so it doesn't hurt the cap. and you're gonna
And
be
you
all
see
right.
him, the MLS team, he invested in that. I think he got a piece of the Royals, invested in that. So when you have money, Ocho, if you have money and you're a good person, you're not a jerk, people will want, hey, check this out. Hey, we getting ready to start an MLS team, or we getting ready to buy this MLS team. We'd love for you to go in with us. We just want your name. Gonna cost you X. Oh, really? Call your financial people, see if it's real on the up and up. Boom, there you go. That's how it happens. But I thought Josh played really well. And Ocho, I told you, I don't need him to be Superman. The one thing he didn't do, see, I thought the game was about to get out of hand until Patrick Mahomes fumbled that ball and gave Buffalo life. I thought that game was about to get out of hand, Ocho. I thought it was about to get. I said, "Oh Lord, have mercy." And then give Buffalo credit. They made, because they came out in the second half, Ocho, and I don't know if you agree with me or not. It seemed like they made a concerted effort to run the football. James Cook, Josh Allen. I forget the. Hold on, let me look at Davis Johnson. I thought they'd say, you know what? Let's run the football. They're playing this soft coverage. They try to play us with nickel, a 4-2-5. Let's run the football. And they started running the football, and Cook started having some success. Johnson had a run or two, but Kansas City, I mean, I really don't know what you say about Mahomes, because every play that he made, that he had to make, he found Juju he slings it to Juju, and Juju breaks away. Give Buffalo credit, kept him out of the end zone on that one. But guys, I don't listen. Ocho, let's go the elephant in the room on that fourth down call. Everybody said, well, he got it. Guys, I'm trying to figure out, and I was asking myself, how does the guy on the far side of the field with all those bodies says he's got it, when the guy right here closest to him said no?
You don't,
Here's the thing, Ocho. He has the ball like this. The ball is not over the line. Just because your shoulder is, it's where the ball is. The ball didn't break the plane.
At all. He didn't break the plane. And the smart thing you want to do, most people say, well, why you don't extend the ball? Man, you extend the ball in them trenches like that.
You see, fumble one of them. You see, fumble. He got it back.
But he did. But when he jumped over the pile, it came right back to him. Now you got lucky.
That's not it, because here's the difference, Ocho. In the goal line, once you break the plane, it's dead. In the field of play, it's alive. It's still live. You go over, and they punch that ball out, and they get it. That's their ball. So there's a big difference between the two, between the goal line and the line that's in the line of play that's in field, the line of scrimmage. But I didn't think he got it. And when I looked at it in real time, I said he didn't get it. He didn't.
But obviously he didn't. People will argue the call, talk
because
about
it's the Chiefs.
But it's where the ball is. It's where if you have the ball tucked to your chest and you not pass the line, if anything, you would have to extend it for you to get the first down. But you can't do that in that scenario in the trenches like that, in that scrum.
He didn't want to. The thing is, Ocho, he didn't want to fumble it. So he had the ball. He held it tight because he know guys are going. And so in the process of holding it tight, now they got you wrapped up. So now you can extend it, Ocho, because I got my arms around you and I won't let you do this.
Right, and what you want to rely on, you want to rely on your teammates and your offensive players to kind of push you forward. But obviously, the momentum was
got him stopped.
The Chiefs wasn't having it. They wasn't having it.
But
man,
that was a good game. Worthy showed he got better and better as the year progressed, filling in for Rashee Rice. Hollywood Brown was gone. Hollywood came back, had a couple of big catches today. Juju came in, had 2 catches. He only had 3 targets. He had another one. Mahomes overshot him in the middle of the field, and he jumped. And he overshot him. Mahomes overthrew him. But Hollywood had a big catch. Kelsey was relatively quiet. They did a great job. They probably didn't think. I thought Hamlin held. I mean, looking at the all 22 at the high above, I thought Hamlin held him several times. They didn't call it.
Oh yeah. I mean, what the refs did allow him to do, they allowed him. To play football.
They allowed him to play a little bit today. You muted, Ocho. Yeah, you muted. Well, Ocho is muted. Boy, this was a good game. I think, look, I understand if Buffalo, if you're a Buffalo fan and you didn't win, I could understand your disappointment. But you can't.
Hello.
You back, Ocho. Go ahead.
Okay. I did. I was switching. I want to switch to the mic so I can use the mic.
because I'm tired of hearing the damn echo. No, I was saying, but as far as the holding calls are going, now, what I did like about the refs allowed them to play football. We're going to allow you to play football. Now, the holding calls or the pass interference calls, now they did call if it was egregious and you impede the player from getting to a spot. You got to call some of those.
You should have.
Yeah.
The one on McDuffie, it was a PI. But that you can't.
Yeah.
Josh Allen couldn't throw that ball any better. McDuffie couldn't have any better coverage. The touchdown.
Hey, hold on. The one to Matt Hollins.
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
Hollins stuck his hand up because what you call him had his other arm. He stuck it up the ball.
Yeah. That was perfect. That was a good catch.
Great catch.
That was a very good catch.
What they have? 147 rush yards, average. Basically almost 4.5 yards a carry. The one thing about Kansas City, Kansas City, Ocho, I thought they let the game almost get away from them. They started running it on first down. Well, what happens when you don't run on first down and you don't get positive yards? Now it's second and long. Now second, and they got trapped behind the line a couple of times. So now it's second and long. Now Buffalo dials the blitz up on you. Now they trap you. Now it's third and long. You get a procedure penalty. Now it's even third and longer. If you see what happened, they went back and said, man, let's go back. Throw it on first down. Because if you think about it, Ocho, they open the game. They throw it. The first move. They got the new formation. You know Andy. Andy gonna come out with a couple of plays that you haven't seen him do before.
Never seen before.
But man, this was an unbelievable game. I expected it to be what I got. I expected Buffalo to play tough. I expected Kansas City to win a very, very close game because it come down to turnovers. Now they got one, and they turned it into points. Josh fumbled the ball, but he was able to jump back on it. Man,
you know what? I feel. I want to say feel bad. I don't want to say feel sad. But for Buffalo fans, if you're a Bills fan, like you have to be happy in a sense. Obviously, you weren't able to make it to the Super Bowl, but every year you're gonna have a chance. And if you keep chopping wood, at some point, you got to beat the man, and you're probably going to beat the man. This just hadn't been your year. You continue to get closer and closer and closer, and at some point, it's gonna happen. I don't know when, with the way the Chiefs are playing, with the way Mahomes is playing,
and Andy ain't going nowhere. Andy's rejuvenated. Andy's invigorated because they keep Andy young. Look, I know Andy was Andy was in Green Bay with my brother. And so I know Ray, and my brother thinks the world of him. He used to go to the Pro Bowl, and his wife would come to the bar and sit down and have a drink with us and laugh and talk. They're great people. But this situation right here, at some point in time, we're going to start mentioning Andy as a top 3, 4 coach of all time.
All time?
Yeah.
All time?
All time. You look at what he did in Philly.
Yeah.
You look at what he's doing now. There's a chance in the next 2 years, Andy could have 300 regular season wins.
Ooh.
Yes. 3 tops. And how old is Andy? 66. I think it's 66, 67. 66. He got to hold on.
That's it.
If Pete Carroll could take his old ass out there at 74.
At 74, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because guess what, Ocho? He got Mahomes for another decade. At men.
Yeah.
At men if he wanted. Now, I'm not saying he's gonna coach Mahomes for the next decade, but I'm saying he got him if he wanted.
Yeah.
So what's the likelihood of Mahomes not winning at least 10 games? They got 17 games. I don't see a scenario where Mahomes dips under 10. I can see he's going to win somewhere between 11 and 14 games a year for the foreseeable future. Now, this thing about this notion, and see, this is why you got to capture the moment. You believe Lamar going to keep knocking on that door, and he going to get there. So if he gets there, that means, guess what? Josh is not. You say Joe Burrow, you believe that means Lamar and Josh is not going to get there. So at some point in time, you could only have one, and you got Mahomes, you got Lamar, you got Joe Burrow, you got Josh Allen. Now, those are your 4 big guns. Those are the 4 horsemen of the AFC.
Yes, sir.
Now you got some guys that's on the peripheral. You got a Justin Herbert. I believe they'll be better. Jim Harbaugh in his first year got them to the playoffs. He's right there. Bo Nix is right there. So you got the four kings, the four horsemen in the AFC: Mahomes, Lamar, Burrow, and Josh Allen.
Right.
And here's the thing that you got, Ocho. At some point in time, you're not going to be able to dodge them all. You're going to have to knock one of them off in order to get to where you want to go. You're not going to be lucky and have somebody else, well, man, somebody knocked out Mahomes, and then somebody knocked out Burrow, and then somebody knocked out Allen, and then somebody knocked out this one, and you got smooth say, You're going to have to see one of those four horsemen for the next decade. If you want to get to where you want to go, you're going to have to beat one of them, Ocho.
And, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting next 10 years. I'm looking forward to my Bengals getting there again. I'm looking forward to Joe Burrow. Now, we do what we need to do.
You know what you need to do.
And most definitely. Hey, can you hear me okay? You sure?
Huh?
Okay, I'm good.
No, I'm just doing regular season wins. Yes, he has 301 when you combine the postseason, but I'm just talking regular season win. He's at 273. I think Coach Shula has the most regular season wins at what? 328. Then Coach Belichick. Oh, Coach Charles is 330, right? 323? 318, 302. Oh, yeah. Coach Belichick better hear him come back, and they're going to be passing. it could be a situation next year, and it could be at, 285? Next 3 years. Within the next 3 years, Ocho, he's going over 300. He's going over 300.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Where's Belichick
He's
at?
number 3 at 302, right? 302.
That's dope.
Now, Andy's like, you know what? Hey, he talked to the wife, and she's like, hey, Andy, you having fun? It's keeping you young. Stay. He messed around and stay as long as Belichick had Brady.
Right. Well, we're gonna have to have a conversation.
Hey, he messed around and have 400 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, 400 wins. It'll never be broken.
Absolutely. But you know what? Also with that, you need so many things to go right. Health,
yes.
Health on field health. Mahomes staying healthy. The pieces to that puzzle, it's gonna always change no matter what.
Yep.
It's gonna always change, but golly, boy, that 15 make everything go. Boy.
Make it.
Jesus,
another
Christ.
chapter.
He's special.
Ocho, another chapter in Bulls playoff heartbreak history. Wide right against the Giants. Super Bowl 25. Blowout losses in 3 Super Bowls. The 2022 overtime thriller in Kansas City. Buffalo led with 13 seconds. They get in field goal range, kick the field goal, and then Mahomes takes them down the field, and they don't look back. They never let Buffalo touch the ball. He hits Travis Kelce, walk-off touchdown. Wide right 2.0, the same team last year in the playoffs, Ocho, in their building. And then you have Dalton Kincaid dropping Kansas City, a brutal run of events. They're like, bro, what's hanging over us? You know what? You're just going against that guy. How many people said the same thing about Brady? But if you go back and study Brady, for the most part, he got tripped up by guys. Now, he lost to Peyton. Now, Peyton is not a guy. Peyton beat him 3 times in the AFC Championship, beat him once in Indy, beat him twice in Denver. But if you go back and look at Nick Foles, Joe Flacco, Eli, and Tannehill, who'd have ever thought, who'd have ever thought those guys would be the guy? So it's like, think about it. You thinking like, who beat Mahomes? Tom Brady. Who else got him in the playoffs? Joe Burrow. So man, I'm watching this game, and it's just, you know what I'm saying, Ocho? You watch a game, and when a game lives up to what you expect it to be.
expected. Yeah. Well, actually, not only did it live up to what we expected, it exceeded my expectations as well. It exceeded that because it went down to the wire.
Yes.
It went down to the wire. It went down
but
to the
all
wire.
their games do, though, Ocho.
For some reason, do you
yes,
notice
every
that?
last one of their games.
Do you notice?
And one possession games, I don't want none of Mahomes because they won like 18, 19 straight one possession games. You get him in a one possession game, and now he has the ball, and he needs a field goal to beat you, or he needs a touchdown to beat you. More times than not, or he needs to stay on the field so you don't get the ball back. You see what he did today? He had the lead. He's like, I ain't gonna let y'all get the ball back. Hey, Baltimore, you see Lamar getting his helmet on last year. He getting ready to go back because they about to make a stand. Andy called a play. Andy said, "No, I'm not throwing it to no damn flat. Throw the ball down the field." How many coach quarterback combinations you think in that situation? I ain't talking about the regular season when tomorrow. I'm talking about with the finality of the playoffs. How many quarterbacks have you ever seen put the ball up 30 yards down the field?
None. But you also, you know what? That's trust. That's
ultimate trust.
The head coach has to have trust in the quarterback to know if the throw is not there, don't throw it. But if it is there, I trust you to be able to make that play and not turn the ball over.
And if you go back and look at the play that they picked up, I thought Pacheco got down a little bit out of bounds. I didn't see the replays, but I thought he tried to get the first down and try to get down. They said he stepped out.
Right.
But if you look at what they did, they brought P. Ryan in. P. Ryan is really the receiver back. They crossed him, they shoot him up, break him out in the flat. Now, whoever got him got to go over the top.
They got to bubble around.
That's all. All you got to do is make him bubble. If you make him bubble, you've done your job.
Game
over. Mahomes hits him. He gets the first down, stays in bounds. At that point in time, once he got the first down, it was over. It didn't matter if he went out of bounds or not, but he did a great job of staying in bounds. But when you look at what Mahomes has been able to do, now, mind you guys, I don't think people understand this. He didn't start his rookie year. He started one game. Yeah. So in 7 years, this is his 7th year. This is his 7th year of starting. This is his 8th year. Huh? Yes. In 7 years of starting, AFC Championship, won Super Bowl, lost AFC Championship, won Super Bowl, in the Super Bowl. He don't know anything else but AFC Championships or Super Bowls. That's all he knows. He doesn't know what it's like to lose a wild card or division. That's all he knows. And so now it's kind of like Brady. Once you get used to playing high-stakes poker, your nerves and the stomach that you have for those moments is not the same as everybody else. Sometimes you become desensitized. We say that a lot now because of what we see happening in America. We become desensitized.
Sensitized to it,
Ocho, the biggest advantage you can have over another man is his fear.
Yes, sir.
That's the biggest advantage you can have. They know when they see 1-5 in a pressurized moment is unlike anything they've ever faced before. And because he's been in that moment so many times,
it's like normal.
It's like Brady. Brady had been in that moment at a very young age. You see Brady's first year starting, championship, win the Super Bowl. Next year, they don't do anything, and then they go back to back. Now he's desensitized to that. He's built up a tolerance.
And you know what's funny? I think a lot of people, I think that also comes from where a lot of people complain about, oh man, they be cheating for the Chiefs, blah, blah, blah. The fact that they win so much. The fact that they're in contention so much, the fact that Mahomes will be able to do what he's done in such a short amount of time, it's taken away from his greatness in itself when people bring the refs into it. Now, I again, sometimes at certain opportune times, maybe calls do go their way, but the greatness in Mahomes needs to be not only studied, but paid a little bit more attention to understand why they are where they are year in and year out. It ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn refs. Now, some people might have some gripes. There might be certain situations that might go in their favor, but that goddamn 15, man, he's special,
man. The difference between him, what you got to do with him and Brady and Joe is that a lot of teams have great quarterbacks and they win a lot of regular season games. But when they get the moments like this, that's what made Joe cool. That's what made Montana that. He's down and he needs to go 92 yards and win, and he does that. Jerry's playing great, and then they run 200 jet X slant, and he hit John Taylor on the backside. But you got to get a little break. Lewis Billups has an interception, and he drops it. Maybe we don't look at Joe in the same. Joe won 4 Super Bowls, and he never threw an interception in the Super Bowl. So when you look at it, Ocho, it's one thing to have a great quarterback and win a lot of games. It's another thing to have a quarterback who win games, and when they get to moments like this is what separates him and Brady and Joe. 17. He's only lost, hold on, 1, 2, 3. He's 17-3 in 20 playoff starts with 3 Super Bowls.
And you know what's funny? When you say them numbers, right? We ain't talking about no goddamn video game. We talk about real life. We talk about the best of the best. We talk about the 1%ers. The best of the best, 17-3. You've been to the AFC Championship 7 years in a row. There are 32 other teams.
This man is about to go to his Ocho. Do you realize this man is about to be in his 5th Super Bowl in 7 years of starting?
Can I tell you something, Unc? Can I tell you something? If you play video games, I'm gonna just give you for context. If you played Madden, and let's say you were really good, really good, and you were competing against some of the best players in the world in the game of Madden, you couldn't replicate what Mahomes is doing.
No.
You couldn't replicate it. Even as one of the best gamers in the world. It might be a horrible analogy, but there's some people in the chat that might understand what I mean. To how good Mahomes is and what he's doing and how it's unreal. You're not supposed to be able to do what you do. And you know what's funny? People are going to look at this and say, well, the Chiefs are able to do it all the time.
That ain't easy.
And think it's normal. They think it's normal. They think it's supposed to happen like this.
Bad, please.
Nah.
You know what? When you play this game, as long as you and I have, and I've had a little success, you realize, like, damn, I was fettuccine compared to them. Bro, I know you happy Mahomes won. I know you happy.
Oh, hey, that's my dog. Tight is. What up, twin?
Bro, I shut you in the room. How did you get out of the room? That's what I want to know.
What up, twin?
Who you rooting for? You want to be the Cleveland Browns mascot? They don't win, but they throw plenty of dog bones. So I don't want no dog bones. So I eat farmer's dog. I eat nutritious food. They got peas, they got chicken, beef, yes, turkey. Man, this joker here. Man, I mean, guys, off, hey, down, hey, down. Chad, I don't think you guys really understand what you're witnessing. Think about that. I want you to think about it. As great as Brady was, think about Brady his first, because when Brady won his first 3, there was a decade plus before he ever went back. Yeah. He's won 3 and he's already back. Do y'all understand? Guys, get an appreciation. Don't be talking and look, because what you do, if you keep talking about refs, you'll undervalue and you won't be appreciative of what you're witnessing. You watch football for years. I played with Joe and Dan and John and Manning and Brady and all the greats, a lot of the greats that made that all-century team. I played in the era with them. Dan Marino, John Elway, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Joe Montana. That's 6 of the 10 guys that made that team. I played in the era in which they played and saw them. What this kid is doing, y'all don't appreciate it because you're so caught up in talking about they getting. No. You can't get enough calls in order to get to 5 Super Bowls in 7 years. Because if you could, why didn't anybody else do it? Yeah. If it was that, if all it was were calls, why haven't anyone else ever done what he's doing?
And of course, you know, people counter would be, well, the calls are in their favor because it's the Chiefs. Well, the calls are in their favor because, the NFL wants, it's scripted. They want the Chiefs to always go. Listen, I don't think people you can't undermine not only the success of the Chiefs, but the brilliant mind that is Andy
Yes.
Reid in the play of goddamn 15 in Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
You know, even I sometimes I question some of the calls. I just do. Because at times they come, hey, what up, Teddy? They come at the opportune times, and for some reason at times they're in favor of the Chiefs. No, even I am critical of that at times. And I've been wrong, especially when I broke it down statistically and look at the stats. You know, where the refs aren't in favor of the Chiefs because they're at the bottom of the goddamn league when it comes to getting calls.
But you know what, Ocho? You know why it looks like that? Because at the most opportune times when somebody's beat, then what do they teach you to do? Hold him, grab him. Just don't give up a touchdown.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't gonna give you no touchdown. I'm gonna make you earn it. Now, you might fumble, ball might get tipped and throw an interception. You make it seem like they're throwing, they're not, hey, ain't nobody, they ain't getting no holding calls when they down 15. It's a crucial situation, and the defense understand the gravity of the moment. And so in order for me to make sure they don't score, I've got to hold. I've got to pass interfere. That's what it is. But guys, y'all got to appreciate this because you might not see it again. And we thought what we saw with Brady, especially his first years, but think about it. After 2005, he didn't go back again until 2013, 2014. So there was a decade. Mahomes has been in the league 7 years, and he's in his 5th Super Bowl. Do y'all really understand how? Crazy. Think about, there's only one other guy that's never been in that many Super Bowls, and that's Tom. In 23 years, he's been in 5 and 7.
That's crazy.
Daddy, do you understand?
That's crazy. That's video game type stuff. And it's video game type stuff, and I don't even think you can replicate it in a video game.
No. You can't. So this is what Josh said. To be the champs, you got to beat the champs. And we didn't do that tonight. Ocho, Chad's going crazy right now. We've got 84,000. We're going to try to get to 90. We're going to try to get to 100. So tell your friends. Through the first 7 seasons as a starter, Tom Brady was 14-3. Patrick Mahomes is 17-3. AFC titles, Mahomes 5. Brady 4. Super Bowls 3. Brady 3. MVPs in the Super Bowl, Mahomes 3. Brady 2. MVPs in the regular season, 2 for Mahomes, 0 for Brady. So at the present, where they are now is really, and you go look at the touchdowns that Mahomes has thrown versus Brady in the, it's unbelievable. I'm glad I got an opportunity to see. I'm glad I got to Brady because I didn't think anybody could even come close. But Lord have mercy, this kid might even surpass it. And for us to even have a conversation
about it
speaks to how great he was. Ocho, but there was another game. So the team that the Kansas City Chiefs will face in the Super Bowl are the Philadelphia Eagles. And they crushed the Washington Commanders 55-23, setting a new record for the most points scored in an NFC Championship game. It's the 5th time the Eagles have made the Super Bowl and their 2nd appearance in the last 3 years. The only triumph came in 2017. Saquon, 118 rush yards and 3 touchdowns.
I'm going to tell you something, right? Let me tell you how I knew Saquon meant business. When they ran the ball on the first drive and the safety came down, hold on, the backer moved out the A-gap or something. I'm like, how you getting washed? How you getting washed like that? Saquon bounces outside, then the safety coming downhill. He arm tackling.
Ran through that.
I'm like, what are you doing? He ran right through that. When it scored, and his lineman came to celebrate, and he looked at his lineman and said, nah, we ain't doing none of that. Ain't none of that. Just shake my hand. And went to the sideline. I say, man, you know what? Boy, the game over.
Oh, yeah.
The game is over. The game is over based on he really meant business he really meant business today.
Ocho.
I'm coming here with one sole purpose. I'm finna run the ball straight down their throat. And he set the tone right off jump. Now, the Commanders had some opportunities to play some good ball, but you 4 turnovers.
They got points on all of them.
All of them. You can't win like that. You can't win like that. You just can't. There's nothing you can do. Jayden Daniels, as good as he's been all season long, phenomenal play. He's been great. In a game like that, in order to have a chance, you can't turn the ball over. Special teams, it hurts you.
Yeah, because they scored a touchdown, and guess what? They kick it off to you, and you give it right back to them, and they get another one.
Another one, back to back. So that means not only that, it puts the pressure and it put the onus on the offense and Jayden Daniels. Now you got to play perfect, damn near perfect football. You got to play damn near perfect football, and it makes it impossible for you to do so. You can't beat yourself.
No, because it's going to be hard enough to beat them.
You can't beat yourself, and that's exactly what the Commanders did. They beat themselves.
Yeah, I mean, careless turnover. I mean, you get the ball punched out. You run into the back of the guy, and the ball comes out, and Eckler gets the ball. He gets up and boom, punches it out.
Yeah.
He gets it punched out, and then Jayden threw a pick late in the ball game in the end zone. Michael made a great intercept. What's his name? Ocho, the DB. Oh, Mitchell.
Keon.
He makes a great interception on that play.
Yeah.
But when you turn the ball over against a team like this in their building, and they're firing pretty much on all cylinders, because you look at Jalen Hurts, 20 of 26, 246, a touchdown, didn't put the ball in harm's way. They ran the ball 36 times for 229. You see the difference? You see the difference?
Hey,
Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore. At some point in time, Todd Monkey, y'all gonna learn y'all lesson. You see what they do? You see what they do. Even when you get hit in the backfield, you see what they do.
Keep running it. Hey, you know what else I like though, Unc? You know what I like about today?
What you like?
I like the fact that they ran the ball, right? And even I've been arguing about, the passing game. Jalen Hurts, get the ball to A.J. Brown. Just give him a shot. Even when you see one-on-one, anticipate. If you see one-on-one and you see the safety in the middle of the field, you don't have to hold the ball away from him to get open. Even if he's even, that's A.J. Brown. You trust him. You throw the ball up to him, that ain't 50-50 with Young Bull. That ain't 50-50 with him. That's 70-20. He coming down with that 9 times out of 10. 9 times out. So the first time there was a blitz that came, and he held the ball waiting to see if he was going to beat Lattimore. It didn't work. They punted the ball. They got the ball back. The very next series,
down,
it's 4th and 5.
That might have been Jalen's best throw. That might have been one of his best throws of the year, Ocho.
Man,
he can't throw it any better.
4th and 5. Perfect. In the bucket. There you go. You give somebody like that. You give somebody like that a chance. Just give him a chance. Put the ball in the vicinity. Put it in the area. He's going to come down with it 9 times out of 10.
One of them Santa Claus throws, he dropped it down the chimney.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Other than that, the game was brilliant. It was brilliant on both sides of the ball. Special teams, Jalen played well. Saquon did what Saquon was going to do. He set the goddamn tone at the beginning of the game.
And now
set the tone at the beginning of the game. I knew what time
it was. And because he did that, now I'm throwing on one-on-one coverage because I got to get down. I can't guard this guy with a light box.
Yeah. You got to come down in the box. You ain't got no choice.
I can't stop it.
Oh, I got a question for you. Listen, Spags loves to play 2 shell.
Yeah.
Spags rarely has somebody down in the box. So what's gonna happen? Are we gonna trust my front 4?
You have to
get home?
Or you take
the
I don't think they don't have any qualms with putting McDuffie on Brown and then playing coverage everywhere else. They won't bat an eye. They won't bat an eye with that matchup.
I see what you mean. You're right. Right.
The thing is that the tight ends can give Kansas City problems, and they got a good one in Goddard.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now Calcaterra, he's more of a blocker, but he can make some plays. He can. They don't throw him the ball much. He's more of a blocker. The receiver guy is Dallas Goedert. And was he there? Was he the one that threw? Who threw the touchdown pass to Nick Foles on Philly Special? It wasn't Goddard though, was it? I don't think Goddard was there then.
Hey, how do you counter that? If you were Spags, do you go small?
No.
Hell, can I go
No.
nickel? Can I
They'll
go
run you off the
nickel
field.
and put
They'll run you
huh?
off the field.
That I'm talking about on third downs though.
Trey Burton, okay. Oh, no, you can't play them nickel because they'll run you off the field, Ocho. They ain't got no problem running the football now. See, sometimes teams get carried. Well, I got a quarterback. I'm paying him $50 million. I need to throw. I need to show you how valuable he is. That's not what the Eagles do.
Right.
Eagles ran the ball 36 times today. Ugh. 36 for 229.
I would love to see the Chiefs. I don't know how the Chiefs stack up against the run. I would love to see those
they put
numbers.
you in a situation, Ocho, where you really can't run the football because you're playing catch up. So that's their run defense, is to try to make you catch up. Now the question is, can it? Because Philly likes to play two shell because they believe their front four and their front. Zach Braun is playing out of his mind.
Hey, he's
playing out of his mind, and that front four that they got. Led by Jalen.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, speaking of Braun, you know what? When you got Jalen Carter, and you got what's young bull name?
Nolan Smith.
No, number 90.
Oh, Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis. You got them two young bulls in front of you, man. Listen, but them things part to see like Moses. If you got any bit of talent at that middle backer. Mm-hmm. Man, the show is yours.
Yeah, they got they're formidable. If Saquon like, hold on, hey Nick, will y'all stop running that tush push? Man, let me get these tubs.
Oh, these touchdowns? Yeah.
I mean, what you call him? Hurts got two of his touchdowns. Saquon's supposed to have 5 tubs.
5 touchdowns, yeah, today.
That's what I be like. I be trying to get history. Hey, come on, man. Hey, man, get out that tush push.
You know what? Stuff like that too. Like I'm not for going against coach's wishes, but at times like that, I wish Jalen had a little bit more power or call of the offense.
Let's hand this thing off.
You know how Peyton Manning would be. They'll say something on the side. He say, "Nah, I'm not doing that," and he'll do his own thing, and it always worked. I wish Jalen would do that. So in situations like that, when you know Saquon has the opportunity to make history, I would change the play to some type of dive or just something direct where he can get those touchdowns as opposed to
on one of that run, man, I saw him. I was like, "Oh man, Saquon, you gonna regret going down at the 1 yard line because they about to go.
Went down,
they about to get his ball. They about to get his ball to Hurts, and he about to power his way in the end zone. Ocho." With his 9th rush TD, Hurts passed Steve Young for the most all-time rushing touchdowns by a quarterback in NFL history.
Right. That's live.
After 3 straight encroachment penalties on Washington trying to stop the tush push, guess what happened? The official said, if you continue this, we can award points. Because hey, Ocho, what you gonna do? Put the ball in the end zone? The official say, "Yep." Right. You jump off sides one more time. That's exactly what we gonna do. We gonna put the ball in the end zone because you're only going a half a yard, Ocho.
They gonna get it. Listen, they gonna get it every time.
They stopped them. They stopped them once, and it felt good because I think it was Lovu that went over the top, kind of like what they did with Josh Allen.
To Josh Allen.
They went over the top and stopped it. It's like, well, okay, and. That was a rule I didn't even know. I didn't even know it was a rule that they could award points.
I
never heard of it. I never heard of it either.
Listen, I haven't been that deep in the rule book, and I haven't seen that situation happen ever before.
But you look at this was almost a perfect storm for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, extremely efficient, 20 of 26, 246, 1 touchdowns, no turnovers. Saquon, 15 rushes, 118 yards, 3 touchdowns, long of 60. Will Shipley comes in, has a 57-yard to the house, 4 for 77. Jalen Hurts, 10 of 16. He had a 9-yard run, but he did a great job. His thing is protect the football. They can't. Washington, the Commanders. You see the difference, Commanders? Now, last week, you guys got the turnovers. Y'all dropped 45. This week, y'all give up the 4 turnovers. You get 55 dropped on you.
They dropped 55. Yeah.
There's a direct correlation. The more you turn it over, you decrease your chances of winning, and you increase your opponent's chances of winning.
Well, look at all the teams in the playoffs. Look at all the teams in the playoff that turned the ball over. Huh?
They going home.
You know, hey, everybody going home. The proof is in the
It
pudding.
is.
You know,
But
the proof is in the pudding.
But,
I got a question
yes.
for you. I don't mean to put you on the spot.
Who
like
I'm
this.
going with right now?
Yeah, I want to know who you going
Man.
with. I know it's
It's
tough.
really
It's tough.
tough.
Chad, who you going with, Chad?
I think the thing for
I know
me,
we got a
I
lot
thought
of,
from
we got a
about
lot of Eagles fans in there.
Ocho, to be honest, I thought from
Yes,
about week 8 or 9, I thought the Eagles were the best, was playing the best football. They were the best team. And I said it, and I kept repeating it. If the Eagles faced the Lions, I'm taking the Eagles.
Right.
Because of their defense. And Jerry Goff, sometimes he turns the ball over.
Yeah. You don't know which one you get.
You turn the ball over, and it's going to be the same thing. If you go back and look at it, the game that Philly played a couple of years ago against the against the Chiefs, it was that turnover, that scoop and score. That Hurts, got the ball in Kansas City, got their footing, and they go on and win the ball game. They come out the second half and dominate, and the next thing you know, they're winning their second, and they come back this last year and they beat the 49ers for their third. But when you 20 of 28, excuse me, I said 20 of 26, excuse me, 20 of 28, 246, Ocho, and you get 36 attempts for 229. You're extremely balanced. Because think about it, you had damn near many. Because when you take the sack yards, Ocho, they had 230 yards passing, they had 220 yards rushing. They had 28 pass attempts, they had 36 rush attempts. How many rush attempts did Baltimore had last week? Because you talk about a team that can run the ball just as good. You talk about a team that can run the ball just as good. Lamar Jackson can throw the ball just as good. Tight ends just as good.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles' defense is a little better. That's me personally. How many pass attempts? They had 30. How many rush attempts did have? No, how many did Derrick Henry? 16 for 80 yards. He had 16. He averaged 5 yards a carry. You only give him 16 attempts. He should have had 30 by himself.
Right. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I forgot what quarter that was. They went away from the run.
Second. But they came out in the third quarter and got back on it.
Running it down here and went straight down the field and scored.
Yeah, this game got a hand early. 14-3 the first quarter, and then they get 12, then they get 13 the second. So you going into half, Ocho, you're down 27-15. You're like, okay, we get a play, we right back in the game.
Right.
Turn the ball over, boom, and then got outscored 21-0 in the fourth.
Yep.
Eagles they're home, they're feeling good. They got them turnovers, and they're just like, you know what? Let's go ahead and step on the gas. Let's go ahead and just end this thing. We don't need to have any further discussions about what could possibly happen, or we had it while you had the momentum, and that's what you do. You see what happens when you get the momentum, Ocho? You step on the gas, go ahead and end the thing.
And listen, and don't get conservative. No, most of the time, what we tend to see is we see the play call and become conservative, trying to make sure we don't want to lose the game, and allows the other team to get back in the game, and it causes the game to be closer than it should be, or closer than it needs to be. But you kind of slick too. Now. You said a whole lot of nothing and didn't answer that question.
We got a whole time. We don't got to pick right now, Ocho. Think about how many shows we got. We got Monday. We got Thursday.
Listen,
Wednesday.
What you scared of? But listen, we got
because
all the
we
days.
want
Listen,
people to come watch.
Shows,
if we already done pick, why they gonna watch? Well, I wonder who Unc gonna pick.
Hold on. They gonna watch.
No,
anyway.
We want to make sure they watch
anyway.
Because I'll give them that Thursday at the live show.
Okay. Oh, you gonna wait till we get to New Orleans?
Yeah, and plus we got DraftKings.
Okay.
We got DraftKings later in the show. We got something coming.
Okay.
But
okay. I got you. Well, hey, Chad, who y'all got? Y'all got Eagles?
If we get a type of game that we got against the Chiefs and Buffalo, we'll take that. If we get a game like we got last year or the year before with the Eagles, I'll take that. I just don't want no. I don't want no 55-23. I don't want no blowouts.
Right.
And so hopefully
Well,
that's
actually,
a thing of the past.
Honestly, based on the two teams that we do have going into the Super Bowl, we're not gonna get no blowout game like that because the turnover that the Commanders had, you're not gonna get that from either side of the ball. Mahomes ain't turning the ball over like that. Jalen Hurts, they're not even gonna put Jalen Hurts in a position where he can make those kind of turnovers and make those plays. Everything is gonna be efficient. How do you make sure things are efficient for the Eagles and the Eagles have their best chance and opportunity to host that goddamn Lombardi Trophy? Get that motherfucking ball to 26.
Yes.
Give it to 26. What is the answer that they're gonna have for that? What's the answer? All I need y'all to do is man on man at the point of attack, hold your man for 1 second until he goes by. Once Saquon gets to the second level, man, listen, man. Two things gonna happen. Either he's gonna make the tackle or he's gonna hit his head off the goalpost. Yes. That's it.
I'm just interested to see how they're going to the defense, what Spags is going to employ to try to slow down Saquon. Because for me, I know what Saquon could do. Hurts, I'm going to make Hurts beat me. They'll have to beat me throwing the football. I'm going to try to push him out of the pocket. I don't want him to get comfortable throwing from the pocket. I want to get him off rhythm. I'm going to make him make decisions.
Right.
And I'm going to make him, he's going to have to make the right decisions. That's the way I know what Saquon can do. I've seen his body of work this year. He's damn near 2,500 yards. I've seen it. I know what he can do. So I don't need to get to the Super Bowl and say, "Oh, prove it to me again." Right. In the Super Bowl, hell, he might go for 200. I don't want that to happen, Ocho. I don't. So if if Hurts throws the ball for, he's efficient like he is. He has a couple of touchdowns because I'm going to the thing is, you got to neutralize Saquon's big runs. It's the big. Right. If you notice, Ocho, it's a 60-yarder. It's a 70-yarder. Sometimes he's getting multiple big runs. You got to neutralize that. So if he has 25 carries, 30 carries, and he has 120 yards, and his longest run is 10 yards, you live with that.
Right. You ain't got no choice.
Ocho, I can't give him a 78. I can't give him a 66 or a 60. I can't. Because now that team gets invigorated, the defense, everybody's flying around special teams. I'm not going to let that happen, Ocho.
And the funny thing about it is once Saquon gets going, it opens up
absolutely
fucking thing else. It opens up everything else. The playbook looks like Disneyland if you're running the ball and doing what you want to do.
Well, hey, it's when he's running the ball. Now, Kellen Moore's play sheet looks like a cheesecake factory menu. You know, they got that big old menu, and they got about 7-8 pages. They got 50. They got like 1,500 different cheesecakes, and they got like 1,700 different chicken dishes, and another 300 pasta dishes. That's what the playbook looked like when Saquon is running the football, because I can call whatever I want.
Yeah.
And I don't believe they can stop it. Now you just go, Ocho, you just call it stuff. Call it, what? We only practiced that play one time. Call it. I call it, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Ocho, let's take a listen to what Jayden Daniels had to say after the game.
Obviously, man, it's just excuse my language. But just I couldn't be prouder of the guys in the locker room. You know, just year one, everybody not really knowing each other. Rookies, the vets did a tremendous job of, bringing us in and helping us out. And we all just meshed, and we got to this point. But at the end of the day, man, we lost. It's but we'll move on from this.
Boy, Jayden Daniels, boy, you ain't got nothing to feel bad about, boy. Because your expectations, the media, those on the outside looking in, this is not what they're expecting. They're not expecting for you to be in the NFC Championship after how many years? 30-something? They hadn't been there since what?
91?
Mind you, this is your first year as a rookie. You know, this is your first year as a rookie. You ain't got nothing to hang your head about, boy. Stop playing, boy. I know y'all lost today, but you good. You gonna be good. In the NFC, you are one of the quarterbacks that nobody gonna have to worry about. You in the same conversation, you in the same boat with Burrow, Josh Allen, Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. Every year, y'all gonna be in contention as long as you healthy and they continue, because y'all got a 2-year window. Jayden, I know you're gonna see this too. You're gonna see this. Y'all got a 2-year window until it's time to get that bag where they can build pieces around you. And every year, it's gonna be you, Jalen Hurts. Who else we got in the NFC that's like that?
Dang, I thought you was gonna say somebody in NFC East. Nobody.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, we
49ers, the 49ers,
golf, and Brock Purdy,
Green Bay,
Jordan Love. Oh, so it's more quarterbacks in the NFC though.
No. Well, they're about no. Hell no.
It's a 4-headed monster.
But hey, you still got C.J. Stroud. We ain't put C.J. Stroud because we think he's a little low. Justin Herbert, little low.
Oh my God.
So no, they low. They just got those big game hunters over there in the AFC.
Okay, the big boys.
Yeah.
The big boys. Yeah. But listen, if you're a Commanders fan, you have to be.
Feeling great.
You have to be feeling good. The fact that you were able to get to this point and understanding that you got to this point because of the quarterback play and everything else around him, defensively, they played well. They're gonna be.
And you still got Stafford over there in the NFC too. Matthew Stafford.
Oh yeah. Well, I saw little rumors about a trade for Stafford.
Where you going? Who gonna trade for him?
I don't know, Unc. I saw him and Cooper Kupp, not together, but I'm just saying them making moves.
I mean, he's gonna want money. He gonna want 50.
Yeah, and he worthy.
Yes,
he worthy of it.
I think they're gonna.
I'm happy. I'm happy for the Commanders. I'm not even a Commanders fan. I'm a fan of the game of football. But what I was able to witness Jayden Daniels do this year, the damn fans in DC, they got to be happy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He should be happy.
They got a lot to be excited about in the upcoming years. The first year guy. Now there ain't no guarantee. Now I believe they got the right pieces in place as far as in the front office, Ocho, to make the moves to put around this team.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what you need. You probably go, hey, I like Zach Ertz. Probably gonna need a running back. I like Brian Robinson, but I need another piece. I like the wide receivers, defensive. I like Lovu. They got what you call them? Their pay. I don't think Deron Payne played today.
That's my Uso.
Allen played, but I don't think Deron Payne played today.
Nah, Payne. I think he was hurt. He didn't play. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. Goddamn Commanders, man. I salute y'all.
They did.
Jayden Daniels, I love you. Mama Daniels, you did a hell of a job, sis. You hear me? Now, I know you said he can't have no girl, but he deserves to celebrate. Now, go ahead and let him date somebody.
That's what they catch you slipping. That's what they catch. Don't celebrate. Nah.
Hey, listen.
They catch you slipping, Jayden.
But what he's you got to understand that Mama Daniels, you got to let him celebrate, let him have a little fun now. Like, he's had a phenomenal year. He got the entire city on his back, He's exceeded expectations as a rookie coming in, almost made the Super Bowl, played in the NFC Championship. You gotta, give him some leeway, let him have a little fun.
Ocho, it's time for Money Moves presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. The line is out. The Chiefs are currently 1.5 point favorites over the Eagles. Ocho, you like that? Is it too high, too low, just right?
I mean, I think it's just right. I think it's just right. But this is what's going to happen. As the days go by, I think the line is going to change, huh? The line is going to change. I don't know how it changes, and I know the odds are stacked. They're in favor of the Chiefs, for obvious reasons. But listen, I don't know who's going to win the game. I don't know who's going to win the game. But based on what we know, based off what we've seen Saquon do, are they going to be able to stop the run? If they can't stop the run, are they going to be able to stop Patrick Mahomes?
Over under is 49.5 points, so they think it's going to be a very high scoring game.
That's a whole lot of points. Who gonna have the ball last?
That could be a determining factor. Well, I don't know the Eagles hope Patrick Mahomes don't have it last. You don't want to be in a one-score game, one-possession game with him, Ocho. He with the ball.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm excited. I'm excited.
It is. I mean, we kind of saw. Like I said, and I don't want to, be the fact, but I thought from like week 8, week 9 on, I thought the Eagles were the best team in the AFC. I was concerned about Kansas City, but if you notice something about Kansas City, Ocho, they haven't turned the ball. This was their first turnover in 9 weeks. 9 games. Yeah. Okay. Now, and go back to how many times did Mahomes get sacked tonight? Twice. The offensive line, they've done a better job of protecting him. So now he's not getting hit. They're not turning the ball over. So the offensive line did a very good, very, very good. They neutralized. I mean, that one sack, the sack that the guy got, 97, I forget his name, from Buffalo, Ocho. Great move. He did a spin and just basically walked the left guard back and sat him down in Mahomes' lap. Basically sat him down in his lap. But this is going to be a bang. This is going to be a game. I mean, I can imagine what these tickets going to cost.
Listen, you got and then let me.
We got a price yet on the tickets?
This is another thing. This is what I don't like, This is what I don't like. You got Eagles fans that travel well. They've been to home games. They've been to away games. They've been to Brazil when the Eagles opened up against the Packers. You got Chiefs fans that travel well. I'm talking about real Chiefs fans that travel well. They've been to home games. They've been to away games. Now it's time to go to Super Bowl. The real fans that have been to each and every game, hard-earned money, in this economy. You know how this economy is. Then you get to the biggest game of them all, the big dance. You're pricing some of the real fans out. The Super Bowl is pricing some of the real fans out. They can't afford $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000.
Well, the cheapest ticket right now currently is $5,346. That's the cheapest.
See what I'm talking about?
Now you got to get a hotel. Hotel is normally, Ocho, minimum 4 nights. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, minimum.
They've turned the Super Bowl into a corporate event.
Duh.
It's for the elites. I understand it's for the elite, but it's taken away from the true fan that supports.
It ain't taking no money out of the owners' pockets.
Of course. I mean, listen. At the end of the day,
I'm sorry, Chad, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
At the end of the day, that's what it's
all
about.
All those sponsors, Ocho. Anheuser-Busch and all these, the Marriott or whoever these sponsors are. Ocho, you think I'm about to spend $300, $400, $500 million a year, and you not about to get me no 1,000 tickets?
Right.
Are you lost your mind?
Yeah, I understand, but I just think it's unfair though. I think it's unfair. I mean,
who else? Who's Bose? I think Bose is the official headset that you see on the sideline. Nike, the official shoe. I think PepsiCo and all. Come on, Verizon.
Yeah. I understand. Listen. I know you have to take care of.
That's all your tickets, Ocho. Ocho.
I know. I'm just saying. It's just.
But hey, Ocho.
Then you got people showing up to the Super Bowl, ain't watched football all goddamn year. They ain't watched football all year. Ain't been to nan game. But you in the suite.
Hey, don't worry about it.
You in $1 million
Just come on down anyway.
$2 million suite.
The Mahalia Jackson Theater, February the 6th. Unc Ocho live, Nightcap live tour, first spring tour stop. Check us out. Cheap. And we gonna have fun.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if you come watch us live at the Mahalia Jackson, February 6th, I might add, and you want some entertainment, we live might be better than the game itself.
And definitely cheaper. The link is pinned in the chat.
I tell you no lie.
For sure.
I tell you one thing. Whatever you pay, whatever the price of admission is, you're going to get that plus something.
Plus.
You're going to get your money's worth. I tell you that. And if you don't, I'll refund you.
Oh, you'll get your money's worth. Because guess what? They're going to be celebs having parties, and they're going to want $2,500 for you to get in. And guess what? And you're going to be so far, you won't be able to move. You're going to get one drink. Because once you get a drink and move away from the bar, you're not about to get back to the drink. It's going to be so packed. So come on out. Check out the Nightcap tour. It's our first spring tour stop. Unc Ocho live event. Anybody that's been to the one that we had in Atlanta, Houston, or Dallas, ask them about it.
Dallas? You already know what.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Oh, yeah. I have a question. Our first stop is New Orleans, right? We have some unbelievable guests lined up. Matter of fact, we have great guests lined up. And I don't even know who the guests are because y'all don't like to tell me because I might tweet it out by accident.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we allowed to tell the chat the other cities that we're going to be coming to, or are we gonna wait, or can we give them some time? You want to
tell them, Ocho, the cities that we possibly that we coming to? Go ahead, Ocho.
Can I?
Yeah.
Chat, y'all listen. The cities we going to, y'all listening? Miami. Go ahead, give me North Carolina. Charlotte. We going to Charlotte. Chat, y'all write these down now. We going on live tour. Miami, Charlotte, North Carolina. Chicago.
Detroit.
Detroit. Come on, write them down.
Philly.
Chat. We going to Philly. Huh? Chat, we going to Philly.
LA.
We going we going to LA on Bloods.
New York and Baltimore.
New York and Baltimore.
Yes.
Woo! Wait a minute. We might have to add one more. We might have to add one more stop. I'll pay for that one.
Where we going?
Cincinnati.
Oh, Lord have mercy, Ocho.
Cincinnati.
Ocho, you do realize we starting in April. Do you realize we're gonna be down there every weekend, and then that pushes us into the summer tour? We won't be able to do the summer tour.
Hold on. We got a tour in the summer too? Well, goddamn, we touring like the goddamn Beatles.
Exactly.
I like this. I like this. I like this. Yeah. So I gotta get my. You know what I'm thinking about? Yeah. I gotta get my outfits together because like I got my nightcap stuff. That's really important. I need to be like I need a cameraman too. So if anybody's in the chat, I need a cameraman. So you know how the NFL players they get out the car. I need a videographer, whatever you call it.
Videographer.
I got to get my outfit.
Yeah, but we get it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go, chat.
The NFL is expected to expand its replay to assist to account for plays that could include quarterback slide over the offseason, according to Adam Schefter. Additional elements, including the slide, may be added, especially after the divisional round playoffs, as Patrick Mahomes drew a controversial, unnecessary roughness penalty on the Texans while sliding in the third quarter of their postseason clash. He did a great job. He got a first down early today. He slid down. Look, anything that's going to make get it right. Get it right, but it should. Ocho, hey, I go to the monitor. I don't need but one or two looks. Man, they be in that thing like 3, 4, 5 minutes. Bro, it don't take you that long. I look one time.
You know what?
That was a catch.
You know what I think they do? You know what sometimes I think they're doing? I think someone could talk to the rest of the
they can. Yeah, they linked into what you call them. Yeah, in Mount Laurel.
Yeah.
So I think that's what.
New York, right?
New York headquarters in Jersey.
For real?
Yeah, they can absolutely.
Yeah, I think sometimes they talk to the rest in their ear. I think that's why they're at the monitor so long, because the call really in the final call in the say really isn't on the ref by itself. I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely, they can. Yes. Okay, guys, check this out. We got something special for you. Take a listen.
Wait. Tell me.
I like starting the new year off right by hitting the gym and staying active, but sometimes I struggle to find activewear that fits right. Not too big, not too tight. True Classic shirts are designed to accentuate the important areas like your arm and chest while giving your midsection some breathing room. Clothes that have such a tailored fit are usually very expensive. Not True Classic. They have premium clothes at affordable prices. Build the perfect outfit in 5 minutes or less. Everything goes great together. Best-selling t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, and more come in 3, 6, and 9 packs. The more you bundle, the more you save. Mix and match clothing that works with your lifestyle. True Classic Activewear features moisture-wicking, odor-fighting, quick-drying, antimicrobial magic. Free shipping on all orders. 100% perfect fit guarantee with easy returns. Trusted by over 4 million customers and 200,000 plus 5-star reviews. Start the new year off right with clothing that actually fit right. Just go to an exclusive link at trueclassic.com/nightcap to save. That's trueclassic.com/nightcap. Shop now and elevate your wardrobe today. See, Ocho? Get your the arms fit, shoulders.
Yeah.
But you got a little, you got a little something down here, it give you a little breathing room. Because sometimes you had the hardest job in America is holding your breath all day because you don't want to.
Yeah, you right by that.
Yeah, so we good.
You right by that. Listen, I got my True Classic stuff. I got my True Classic stuff.
You got it.
Now. I appreciate that. I just want to tell the powers that be, I appreciate you, and I'm wearing mine in the morning because I'm gonna be at in the morning.
Be.
I'm gonna finish sculpting this body. This ain't nothing but God's work. That's all it is. That's all it is.
If Michael Irvin had been in charge of the Cowboys coaching search, it's safe to say he would not have selected Brian Schottenheimer. Playmaker took to his YouTube channel to talk about the new hire, and he did not sound happy about the situation. He called out Jerry Jones for whiffing on a big opportunity with this hire. Here's my issue. We lost an opportunity here. I don't know what will happen with Coach Schottenheimer and the Dallas Cowboys, but Jerry's a shrewd businessman. This opportunity, I'm shocked he did not see it. We have 2 teams in the NFC East in the NFC Championship game that's being played Sunday. All eyes are on them, the Eagles and the Commanders, our enemies on all fronts, and they're in position that we haven't held in 30 effing years, the longest drought by any NFC East team, period. Mike Zimmer to retire from coaching. Dallas is looking at Mike Eberflus to be their new DC. He was wasn't he a linebacker coach at one time with the Cowboys? Yeah, what? I mean, the chat can't hear you, Ash. What'd you say? No, I mean, they can't hear you. I mean, can we get a microphone over there, Jojo, so you can read?
What happened?
Zim looked like he's going to retire. What Mike is saying is like, look, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all do realize that there's a rookie in the AFC Championship, in the NFC Championship game. He's only going to get better. Okay, this is the second time in 3 years. The Eagles have been there. And it seems like Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, the owner, allows Howie Roseman. Look at what he's done. He goes and gets Saquon. He goes and gets A.J. Brown. He gets Zach Braun. He drafts Quinyon Mitchell. Cooper DeJean, Blankenship. Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith III, Jordan Davis. Bro, they doing a number. They signed Jordan Mailata.
Can I say something real quick? The NFL, right, Unc? When it comes to playing, when teams are running plays and they see it and they watch film, and they see something work on the opponent that you're getting ready to play, you know what the team always does?
Put those plays in.
The copycat. Yeah, you put those plays in that you see work. So I'm thinking, well, it's kind of common sense, and it'd be common sense. Now you see how Jeffrey Lurie them are doing things. Or you look at the landscape of the NFL, the teams that consistently win, how they draft, how they bring in off-season acquisitions. It's okay to copy what they may be doing instead of continuously trying to do things your way. I'm not sure why Jerry's not taking that method.
Because,
listen,
Ocho, you see?
Philadelphia is right down the street. Look what Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman have done. Look at the team that they have created. Year in and year out, They're making sure they put the best players around their quarterback so they can be in contention every year.
They bring back
This is the second time. This is the second time they're going to the Super Bowl in what? 4
years.
years? And 3. Come on, man. If anything, the team that's supposed to be making these kind of moves to make sure the status goes with the star symbol would be Jerry. Would be the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are supposed to be doing and making the moves that you see the Eagles making. It all starts up top. It all starts at the front office. And it trickles down, which is why they're having success year in and year out. And all you have to go off of and lean on as your crutch is what you've done 30 years ago. But that's neither here nor there.
Jerry wants the credit.
Maybe I'm wrong.
You see Jeffrey Lurie? He's perfectly content. Howie, I trust you. Build the best team you possibly can. Whatever it's going to take, I want to be able to compete for championships every single year.
Not talk about it.
Not talk about it.
Not talk about it.
I mean, I think I've heard Jeffrey Lurie talk once, and he did a feature about his brother. I think he has a brother that has special needs or something. I think that's the only, over the last year or so, that's really the only time I've ever heard Jeffrey Lurie talk. He's talking about his brother and how special his brother is to him.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I ain't heard Clark Hunt talk. There are a lot of owners I ain't heard talk. I ain't heard Josh Harris talk. I heard Josh Harris talk a little bit about, good people, let people do their job. Hey, boom, boom, boom. But other than Jerry Jones, Chad, can y'all tell me an owner that you've heard talk this year? Other than Jerry.
I'm trying to think. Some owners, the owners don't even make themselves.
People like, why are you? Because CJ is not in that big four. I said the big four: Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. Do y'all believe CJ Stroud is in that group? Yes or no? I mentioned CJ. He's in that next tier with Justin Herbert, with Bo Nix, some of the other guys.
Whoa. Hold on. Don't be trying to sneak Bo Nix in there. You think you slick.
Bo threw for 29 touchdowns this year, Ocho. The second most for a rookie behind Justin Herbert's 31.
I'm just playing. Hey, calm down, little fella.
And he made the playoffs. I know Bo Nix made the playoffs. I know a team that didn't make the playoffs. I ain't gonna bring that up. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't even know why I mentioned it.
But one thing about that team that didn't make the playoffs, them and Bo Nix and the rest of their team, they in the same place right now.
We got an extra check.
I'm just telling you.
We got an extra check.
Huh?
We got an extra check.
Who?
Man, y'all stop. Y'all know good and well. y'all know good and well. CJ is not in that group with the big four, and I think CJ is a very good player, but he's not. Guys, stop it. It's okay. It's okay. Just like there are certain levels, there are certain receivers and D linemen and so forth and so on. You can be in a league, Ocho. Everybody in the league is very good to great to exceptional players, but everybody ain't on the same level.
No.
So let me ask you a question.
No.
Do you believe that the Houston Texans, if they say, you know what, if the Houston Texans had an opportunity to trade straight up CJ Stroud for Patrick Mahomes, would they keep CJ or would they take Patrick Mahomes? If you had an opportunity to take straight up Lamar Jackson for CJ Stroud, would the Texans do it? Straight up Josh Allen, straight up Joe Burrow. Stop playing, chat. Stop it.
Yeah, chat. Stop playing.
No, goodwill. I'm just asking, honestly. Of course. Of course. Now, I flip that question. Those guys are untradeable. I don't believe either team would trade their guy. Everybody know, first of all, ain't even nobody even calling Kansas City about Mahomes. They're not calling. they're not calling Baltimore about Lamar.
Hey, I wonder how fast they would hang the phone up if somebody did. Just out the blue. Just, have you thought about trading for Pat? Click. And
if a P come out your mouth, you better say pass or punt. if it ain't pass or punt, man, please.
Hey, that's funny.
No, hell no.
That's funny. That's funny.
But I think Michael's frustration, and I think Dez Bryant chimed in also.
Oh yeah.
But I think Michael's frustration, Ocho, he's looking. Jalen Hurts is what, 26, 27? See, Jayden Daniels, 24. He's like, bro, these guys are young. And look at the success that the Eagles have had. The Eagles have been in the playoffs every year. Hurts has been a starter. This is the second time in 3 years they've been in the Super Bowl. Here's a rookie quarterback that's gone farther than any quarterback in the last 30 years than the Cowboys, which is the NFC Championship game. And you keep hiring these guys, Jerry. You keep doing it because you want credit, and you're not doing a great job. You think you are, but you're not. The proof is in the pudding. And look, like Ocho, you and I, I play for the Broncos and the Ravens. You play for Cincinnati. We sincerely, genuinely want to see those teams win.
Absolutely.
I played in the division with Mahomes. Man, I'm tired of Mahomes going to the Super Bowl. I want my team to go.
Yeah.
At least one of them. Damn. He Bogart in the Super Bowl.
Debo in the Super Bowl. Straight Debo.
So Mike is frustrated. Mike heated.
Yeah. I mean, he should be. He should be. A prominent figure that's a part of that star, part of that organization and his success during his time, voicing his opinion. But we're hearing from Mike.
No.
And his
he already hired the man. He ain't fit to fire.
Will it change anything? Will it change anything?
No. It hasn't changed anything. It hasn't changed anything in 30 years. Guess what's not going to change? Them being in the Super Bowl in the next 30, unless somebody else is in charge and do things differently.
Yeah.
Get somebody and let them do their job. Jerry doesn't let the coach do their job. He's already told him. Jason Witten's going to be on that staff.
What is Jason Witten going to do? You know what's going to happen?
He's the coach in waiting. Jerry said he's going to be the coach in waiting. And if I'm not mistaken, he won Coach of the Year, and Jerry's foundation donated money to the school.
Hey, that's legal?
Yeah. It's a donation.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man. Hey, it's so funny. They find a way into the headlines, huh?
Who that?
The Cowboys.
Yeah. Well, he did that. But it ain't still no headlines because Brian shot. First of all, he doesn't move the needle, and second of all, he tried to suppress some of that Eagles, two teams in his division.
Right.
So he's trying to steal some. He's trying to let some of the air out of the balloon, but it didn't work because the Eagles, this is their second time in 3 years in the Super Bowl. The Eagles Washington, the Commanders hadn't been to the NFC Championship game since the last time, if I'm not mistaken, they won the Super Bowl. It was 92. 91 season, 92 Super Bowl.
The Cowboys, you know what? Jerry, I know you're going to see this. Dak, I know Dak watched the show too. So just FYI, I'm just letting you know. Dak, if you see this CeeDee Lamb, I got the perfect scenario, got the perfect situation that can counter the success in offseason acquisitions that the Eagles are getting. Now, I'm gonna get this to you right now, live in front of everybody. If you want to win the NFC East consistently year in and year out, there's one dude you could bring in that changes the dynamic for everything. Even with what they have in Saquon, this counters that. One thing you could do. Simple.
What?
Bring me in to play receiver. That's it.
They already got a lot. They already got a lot of guys that can't get open.
Who can't get open? Boy, that's me. You must have forgot. You better.
I saw that guy put them clamps on you last year.
That
guy put them clamps on you.
Hey, I'm still me. Ain't nothing changed. The only thing I lost is opportunity.
The only thing he didn't say, you have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will, right? You
heard what you
hey, listen, you heard me. Hey, come get him.
Hold on.
I said, I don't want none of that.
Hey, CD Dak, y'all want to make history? Come holler at your boy. Huh? Come holler at your boy. I know I'm a little on the heavy side right now. I'm 6'3", about 240. Ocho, I can get down quick.
Can I ask you a question? They keep talking about the NFL is rigged. Why haven't they rigged it for the Cowboys? I mean, the Cowboys is the most popular team, the most valuable franchise. Yeah. Why haven't they rigged it for the Cowboys?
Hey, could you imagine? Could you imagine if the Chiefs were the Cowboys or the roles were reversed?
First of all, Ocho, the Cowboys had a chance to be the Chiefs, and Jerry effing ruined it. What don't people understand about that? He had that.
Wait, how?
In the 90s when he fired Jimmy. He had Troy, Emmett, and Michael. A dominant offensive line, a dominant defense. Yeah. He ruined it. He had the Chiefs and the Patriots before the Chiefs and the Patriots.
Right. Damn.
So the NFL, so here's the thing. They got the Cowboys, the most marketable franchise, the most valuable franchise in pro sports. Yeah. But they have yet to rig it for them. Why?
I always thought to myself, when people say the NFL is rigged, I always thought to myself, you got 53 players on the squad, right? Yes. They go through meetings, they go to practice, they got more meetings, they go through plays, they go through scripts, 15-play script before the at the start of the game. I mean, and then scripted how?
Ocho,
how do you get all 11 people?
That's only fans that team doesn't win. That's people that, first of all, that's people that don't know. You and I both played. We played the game. I disregard. We sometimes we have to answer that, and I hate that we have to answer that on first take. But that's people that don't understand. Do you know how many moving parts that you have to have?
Too many. They have to have them go right.
And
though.
Eagle fans,
you gotta have
on that PI that they call in the end zone. You okay with that? The one they call on Marshawn Lattimore on AJ Brown
on the crossing route against Devontae Smith.
On Devontae. Are y'all okay with that? Because I don't think you should throw a flag in that situation, Ocho. You know what I'm saying?
That was
okay. You see that all I'm doing is making a point. When a guy PI, it's a PI, whether it's the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. They want to look at it at that point in the game. It's too critical, bro. It's a pass interference. The guy jumped outside. Ed Oliver jumps outside. The guy, they're talking about, what about the holding call? Dumb. If he doesn't jump outside, he doesn't have to hold him. You do realize once you commit a foul, it supersedes anything that happens after that. I'm like, come on. I get it. You want your team to win. I get it.
Yeah.
But come on now. Y'all just say anything. But you know what, Ocho? I'm not surprised. That's why we're in the position. People believe anything and all that. Just like that guy that said. The guy went on this TikTok video and said, President Trump said, you know what? Child support. The women, it goes to the man. He going to be able to write the tax off. And then he come back and say, and everybody believed it.
He made it up.
See? Everybody believed it. Had people talk about, hey, that's what I like to hear. Because if I'm paying, I should be able to write this. See? You see, just like that, Ocho.
All you got to do, most of the time when you read stuff, you can do your research a little bit. Safari, you have Google, you have a huge machine behind you that can research facts, and you can fact check things before you read them. And the fact that what he said caught wind that fast, and so many people believed it, without fact checking?
You don't need facts anymore. You don't, Ocho.
Yeah, they just run with it, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ocho, a woman posted a very interesting video this week. Let's take a look at it.
So there's a stat on Facebook, and basically it says men are not obsessed with women like they used to be. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? And to be honest, no, I don't find that kind of weird. So it seems to me like a lot of y'all are now starting to realize that you're either losing value or have lost value from chasing attention. And now that's something that y'all got to deal with, and y'all can't face that fact.
Ocho? Agree, disagree,
like
slightly agree?
I mean, it varies. It depends. You know, I think men are a little bit more now focused on just themselves. You know, focus on work, getting to the bag, and allowing the woman to be the last choice of importance, as opposed to how it was before. You know, chasing the woman, chasing, applying pressure, doing all that. And most of the time, what you have to understand too, is women put up such a front with the chasing and applying pressure, as if there's something that's so different about them as opposed to anyone else that you could deal with. But then when you actually get a hold and you get to learn that individual and you're allowed access, you come to find out, well, God damn, I've been doing all this chasing for this, but you ain't no different than nobody else. It's all the same. You know, at the end of the day, I think men's focal point has changed from chasing women to more focusing on themselves, work, family, if that comes into play. And it's just different now. It's just different now, especially in today's era where we have a lot more women that are in, I hate using the word alpha positions, but they are the men now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think the thing is, Ocho,
women are the men.
They a lot of women. But see, when you keep saying, I don't need a man, I don't need a man, then you convince yourself. And then you want to be masculine because you think you can talk to them. At the end of the day, that's still a man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm old and know how my grandmother and how I saw everybody raised. See, these women today, they talk about, oh, I want to be treated like my mom and my great-grandma got to treat, but y'all don't behave like that. Y'all ain't cooking. Y'all ain't cooking no meal every day. When my grandfather got home at lunch, meal on the table. He got home at dinner, meal on the table. He ate first. It wasn't no arguing back and forth. When my grandfather said they can, they did. When he said they couldn't, they couldn't. But y'all, I'm gonna do me. Okay, well, do you? I don't have to be a part of it. And so I think the thing is that they've convinced themselves they don't need a man until they need a man. And then you 20, now you 45, now you 50. Now your options are limited.
Right. Yeah. I don't think women understand that the options are limited, especially today, especially for what they want. When you look at their expectations and what they expect and what they're looking for, it's very hard. It's very hard to get.
No, Ocho, it's not hard. But here's the thing. What you want gotta want you.
Ooh.
See, that's the problem. Okay, you want a guy. Oh, he need to be over 6 foot tall. Oh, he needs to make six figures. Oh, he need to do this.
Right.
Well, every time you throw out something that he needs to be, you a percentage, 15, 20%. Whoop. So now you down to 5%. That 5% of the man that you want, that's over 6 foot tall, that has a nice body, that makes six figure, that's well to do. Does he want you?
Damn. And most of the type of men that they want, it's part of the 1%. Huh?
Absolutely.
So it puts the dudes that are in the 1%, they just get to pick who they want.
It's hard. It's hard for something to add value, to increase in value that constantly gets used. Listen to what I said, Ocho.
You know what's funny?
Name something that increases in value that's constantly get used. You told me about my Ferrari. You say, buy that Ferrari, but put it up. A bottle of wine. Philippe Rothschild, Petrus, Camus.
Right. 1942.
They ain't drinking it. I'm just saying.
Wait a minute. I don't even think the chat heard you. Do me a favor. Say, man, let me get my motherfucking pen and paper, because that, man, hold on. You're going to have to bring that to me again. Hold on. You think I'm not going to use that? Hold on. Because I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna use that at Sunday service. Boy, you just dropped the gem right there, and I don't even think the chat was paying attention.
Yeah, because everything, you know, Ocho, I want somebody at least 6 foot tall. I want somebody at least 200 pounds. I want somebody that make at least 6 figures. I want somebody that go to church. I want somebody that like to travel. So you've named 6 things that you like. Okay, you find that guy, but he's only probably in the 1%. So that 1% of the men that you're looking for, is he looking for the 15 to 20% of the women that's looking for him? So now if he's not, so now I'm valuable. Oh, I'm this, I'm that. Huh? Tom Brady wants.
They know they worth. They know they worth.
Worth is what someone is willing to pay for something.
Oh, nigga.
Tom Brady can list his house for $150 million. But I guarantee you, after 6 months, over a year, that house ain't sold. I guarantee you he dropped the price.
Okay.
So now, if somebody comes in and says, Tom, he won $150 million. I give you $100 million cash. Okay, I take it. That's what the house was worth. See, you don't get to determine your worth if somebody's not paying for it. That's what women got to understand. You keep saying, are you buying yourself? Are you purchasing yourself? So where's the value? Value is only something is only valuable if somebody will purchase it. I want $600,000 for this tube of lip therapy. It's worth $7. They got to stop this notion talking about, I know my worth, I know my worth. Your worth is what someone is willing to pay for it. That's what worth is. Look up the dictionary, look up worth in the dictionary. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Google it. I don't want y'all to do it. Google it my damn self.
Well, you preaching today? You boy. You know, what also when I think about is in general, women, they put themselves in unwinnable positions at times. You know, they play hard to get. They're very difficult. They create this perception that all the work the man is going to put in the end, you know, they're just getting this. Oh my goodness, this is so much different than everybody else. When in hindsight, once you are gained access to it, it's no different than anybody else. That's why they play the difficult game in the beginning. That's why they make you jump through hoops and make you jump through obstacles, because there's really nothing at the end of that light or at the end of that tunnel.
I don't know what I'm worth.
You know, and it's not a bad thing. We're all human.
Ocho.
What do you do that's so special than the next person?
Cook. Can you cook? Hey, can you cook some oxtails? I need to know, can you cook oxtails? What about saying, can you cook breakfast? Grits, eggs, sausage, bacon, French toast, pancakes. Okay. What about eggs Benedict? Make hollandaise sauce? Okay, you can't do that. Okay, what can you do? What's the this value that you speak of? What is it? Because I just want you to know a little something. Everything that you do, I can pay somebody to do it. Cook, clean, get my dry cleaning.
Right.
Hey, I don't pay them to sleep with me. I pay them to leave. So I'm just trying to say, so where's the value? What can you do for me that I can't have somebody do? Everything that you do. So if I'm with you, I really want to be with you.
So if you choose so hold on, you pay him, you sleep with, you pay.
I ain't paying for the sex. I'm paying you to get out.
Hold on. Let me write that down. So I can use that in my next argument.
So I just want to know, if I'm with you, I ain't playing no games with you. Do you understand that I'm not? I jump on a plane to come see you. You best believe you mean something.
Hold on, huh? You flew to somebody before?
So all this stuff. Oh, this and that. Hey, I'm just telling. I keep it foul with y'all. So all this going back and forth, I don't care nothing about that. Because all I know is you keep saying you worth this, you worth that. That property ain't been purchased in a long time, then, huh?
Yes.
Look like you gonna have to drop the price on it.
But they have to wait for a buyer to come along, huh? That that's life. That's the way it works. I understand. And you know what? Something about our beautiful women, something about our beautiful women in this world. We can't live without them. We can't live without them. There's always somebody for everybody. And just at what point is your person gonna come along?
That's it.
That's willing to buy or pay whatever you feel that worth may be.
And my thing is, Ocho, I don't even feel like I'm the prize. I don't tell no woman I'm the prize.
No.
But you better. I don't know who told you that. It told you wrong if you think you the prize.
That's a great topic too, Unc. That's a great topic. Women feeling like they are the prize and understanding what they bring to the table.
What?
I think some of them might be. Despite us being the providers.
What?
I think some might be the prize. You don't think so?
No, we're both the prize. I want to be with you. Hopefully you want to be with me. I think you're special. I wouldn't be with you if I didn't think you were special.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste your time. More importantly than that, I'm not wasting mine.
Because you can't get that back. You can't get that time back.
So I just think the thing is sometimes, like, man, let's just be real here. I'm gonna treat you with the ultimate respect. If you got a kid, I'll treat that kid as if it was mine. I'll never be disrespectful to you. I'll never call you out of your name. I'll never do anything.
Right.
But these women, I mean, they quick, man, they quick. Oh, I'm the prize. I know my worth.
But cause they be looking good,
Man, do you know how many women look good?
I know it's so many. And you know what I don't like, Can you address it? Because I don't know how to put into words. Why do women always feel because they look good? Because we base everything off of looks.
Because men are very visual.
We are visual.
We're very visual creatures. Yes.
Why the first thing, if you do mess up, the first thing people say is, "Oh, he fumbled me."
Nah, actually, no. Fumble is a situation where I'm running and somebody knocks it out of my hand. I punted you.
Right.
I punted. It wasn't a fumble. Yeah. Boop.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I realized I realized I couldn't get any more yards. Boop.
Right.
Let somebody, let the next guy catch it. Hopefully he fair caught it. But he might have let it go over his head and into the end zone.
I don't know, man. It's just, listen, we can't live without them. They can't live without us. It's all about finding your person. It's all about finding your person. And if you're watching, ladies, if you have a standard, whatever that standard may be, whatever that value or worth you may think you have, you stick to it. You stick to it until your guy comes along. I don't care how long it takes. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna win. Matter of fact, ladies, if you're in the chat, you don't have a man right now. The holidays is coming up. Valentine's is coming up. Send me a message on Twitter. I guarantee you, I have you a man and some gifts and dinner.
Good luck
before Valentine's Day. I'm playing matchmaker.
Hey, baby.
Because I know your value. I know your worth.
There you go.
I'm gonna make sure you get your man.
I hope everybody. Hey, like you said, there's somebody for everybody. I hope they find that person. But I'm just tired of hearing every time I know my value. I'm this and that. Look here, I guarantee you. Go scroll on IG. They got on YSL. They got on Tom Ford. They got a Gucci bag. Right. They got a Louis bag. They got a Chanel bag. They got a Birkin bag. They got a G-Wagon, or they got a Range Rover, or they got this. So I'm telling you, what's the differentiating factor? Whether you got fillers, whether you got a BBL, whether you got boo, I don't, and I'm not judging. I don't care. That's your body. That's your money.
Right.
I just ain't paying for it. I'm just saying, hey, you want lip fillers, you want Botox, you want BBL, you want lipo, get it. That's your body. I don't tell nobody what. I've never told a woman what to do with her body. I just want you to know I'm not paying for it. because I'm not fattening a frog for another snake to eat.
Ooh. I remember that one.
So I'm just saying, take off. If y'all want whatever you want, whatever that you think is going to enhance, I go to the gym.
Right.
Because it makes me feel good.
Me too.
But if y'all want to go, hey, if y'all want to do whatever y'all want to do, I'm all for you, ladies. I'm never going to, I can't believe you did. That is your body. That is your temple. You do whatever as you see fit. That's just not me.
Right.
Ocho, now it's time for our last segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Damn, we leaving already?
Man, it's almost 2 hours.
But that thing was getting good, boy. Boy, you were preaching tonight, boy. Ooh, that was a good one.
Big Mike said, congrats, Kansas City refs. I mean, Chiefs. Come on, Big Mike.
Hey, Big Mike, you still on the refs, huh? That's funny.
Headhunter said, no, he's absolutely being helped by the refs call. No, I'm not saying he's not great, but no other team gets these calls. You're flat wrong with these calls not swaying games. He's getting generational calls. It's obvious. But that's not what the penalty situation says. He gets fewer calls for the amount of dropbacks than any other quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
They have more calls go against them in situations than most teams. So y'all said the same thing about Brady. Y'all said the same thing about the Patriots. Y'all said the same thing about Kansas, Joe. We just didn't hear it. But in the barbershop, when you're talking to that man, the Chief, the 49ers, how they win all this. When someone is winning, there has to be a trick to why he's winning or why they're winning. I mean, the guy did hold. It just happened to be at the most inopportune time. It's just like a turnover.
Every time.
Mahomes turned it over in the first. Now, let's just say for the sake of argument, they're down or the score is tied and he had that same turnover with 4 minutes left. You see, turnovers weigh differently at different times of the game. Penalties weigh differently. But if there's a chance, if I'm beat, I'm going to hold, Ocho. That's what we're taught.
Yeah. Yeah.
Martin Muhammad, hey, are you talking about Pat's greatness? Don't forget your phrase, 17 of the 20 playoff starts. Can I interest you in that? Also, your dog is big and beautiful. What kind of dog is he? It's a Borbal, which is a South African Mastiff. It's from the Mastiff breed, but it's a South African Mastiff, so it's called a Borbal. Yes, 17 and 20 playoff starts. 17-3.
That's crazy.
5 Super Bowls in 7 years.
People don't understand how crazy that is.
Gerald Anthony Rojas, Chiefs are the best team each year. I wouldn't be surprised if they were victorious against the Eagles. They're without a doubt the most well-prepared, the most well-prepped, well-prepared team for sure. And they've been in these moments, Ocho, so they're not going to beat themselves.
No.
They're not going to beat themselves.
No. Mahomes isn't going to beat himself.
Right.
Or put his team in harm's way. And that's what he's been very, very good at, is protecting the ball in the right moments. And when he gets the opportunity, he always makes the play. Always makes the play.
The great ones always. That's how you become great.
Crazy.
If Brady didn't come through in those moments, Ocho, would Brady be the GOAT? Would he be what he became?
Absolutely.
It's because he came through in those moments more times than not. That's how you get the Jordans, the Birds, the Magics, the LeBrons, the Steph Currys. This is how the Kobe's. That's how you become these mythical figures, by being when it matters the most, you show up and you complete the mission.
Oh yeah.
Kahari Vaughn said, Unc Ocho, what do you think about the game for real? No questionable calls. Do you think the Chiefs still cheat? Andy Reid, I'm a Packers fan, but I love Andy. I'm just help me understand the Chiefs. How do they do it? Once upon a time, Ocho, when the money is not what incentive it is for a player Now, we saw Tim Donaghy. He got caught. I think Michael Porter Jr. brother, he got caught doing some funny business.
Yeah.
Could the refs theoretically? Sure, they could.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But they could do that in every sport. But see, I noticed when y'all don't like somebody, y'all question it. Ain't nobody ever said Jordan got favorable calls. You ever heard that, Ocho? You ever heard that with Kobe?
No.
Never. Nah, Mahomes that good. Andy Lopez said, Unc Ocho, KC Net is here. This part is second to none. I hope the game ended refs in our favor, BS. With it being said, Chiefs by 10 in the bowl. Ocho, I'll smoke you in FIFA. Man, the Chiefs ain't won, what? They only won one Super Bowl by 10. That was the first one, 31-21. And they were down 21-10, right? They were down 21-10 to San Francisco in their first Super Bowl win, and then they rolled off 21 straight. I don't know. It's hard to see me somebody beating Philly by 10. They're playing way too well. T. Walker, you asked what Josh needs to do. How Tanya Harding?
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
If Mahomes three-peat, he's the GOAT. There's no conversation. MJ is considered the GOAT with 6 rings, while Bill Russell won 11, 7 straight. Brady won 7, just means more accomplished all time, like BR in the NBA. What you think, Ocho? He three-peats, he the GOAT?
That's what I said. That's what I said to you earlier. I say maybe we need to have a conversation. You said no. We can't have a conversation yet. If he happens to do it for a 4th time in a row, then yes, we do.
I think the thing is, Ocho, look, if I like somebody, I'm going to make an argument why he's the GOAT. Because I want him to see if I do something, if he does something, we say, well, Jordan's the GOAT because he's 3. Well, Bill Russell won 7, 8 straight.
Oof.
Is that more than a 3-peat?
Right.
But Ocho, if I like you, I'll make a compelling argument. It's just like politics.
Right.
If I like you, I'm going to vote for you. Damn what you may or may not have done.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works in sports. It always has, always will. Zion Rivas, Unc and Ocho, love what y'all do, but didn't Brady beat Mahomes twice in the AFC Championship game in Arrowhead? Yes. So let me ask you a question. So is Nick Foles? So Eli beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl, the biggest game. So what that make Eli? I'm just curious. I mean, y'all want to use that argument. So what does that make Eli if he took Brady down twice? Peyton beat Brady 3 times in the AFC Championship game. What does that make Manning?
Yep.
Nick Foles beat him. Joe Flacco beat. You see how y'all make the argument? You see how your argument falls apart? Mm-hmm. If that's the criteria y'all using? Eli beat Tom Brady twice in the Super Bowl with an undefeated team.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what has Eli done? Beat Brady twice in the Super Bowl. Gentleman player, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen have 1 victory combined versus Pat Mahomes in the playoffs. What does that say about those 3 quarterbacks? What does that say about Pat Mahomes? You know what it says. You answer your question.
You asked the question.
You know what it says.
Same time.
He's great. Ain't no denying that. Ain't a whole lot of people. Hey, look. 7 years, he's 20, he's 17-3. He's played unbelievable. Just because he's great, that doesn't mean that they're not.
Yeah. Because they are. They're good.
And that's what I always say, Ocho.
Really good.
Eli beating Tom Brady doesn't take away from Brady. It accentuates him. Give him credit. Give Nick Foles credit. Give Joe Flacco credit. It's okay. 2 things can be true. They can be great and not beat Patrick Mahomes. I mean, what? Slime God say Burrow has missed the playoffs and or not finished the season in 3 or 5 years he's played. He can't be in Mahomes, Allen, Lamar conversation. Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl.
Okay, what?
Other than Mahomes, which one of Lamar or Allen has been to the Super Bowl? Joe Burrow has played in 2 AFC Championship games. Allen is not. Has Allen played in 2 AFC Championship games or 1? I think he's played 2. He lost. So this is his second. No, that year they lost to Mahomes lost to Cincinnati. They beat the Titans 1 year. They beat Buffalo 1 year. They beat Cincinnati, and they beat Baltimore. So they beat Buffalo twice, Cincinnati once, Baltimore. Right. So they've lost Buffalo. They beaten Buffalo twice. They beat Cincinnati once. They beat Tennessee, and they beat Baltimore. Right. Baltimore twice, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Tennessee. 5 AFC Championship games. Jaton Justice, Chad. What are the Giants thinking right now? Don't look. I ain't got no problem, Ocho. You wanted to move on, but I don't like is what that GM did.
Yeah,
and he put it on Hard Knocks. Do you know how pompous and arrogant, bro? And then you gonna talk about, knowing they know they offered him something that he knew he wasn't gonna take. They knew that.
Purpose.
And then we feel we owe you that. You owe me? And then you have the nerve to talk about, circle back, give us a chance. Bro,
man, please.
The one thing I can say about Saquon is very, very professional. Because I kind of hear like, bro, he said, I made it clear where I wanted to be. But that's not where y'all want me. Because the thing is that when my brother told me when I left Denver, he said, Shannon, when they want you, you never become a free agent.
Ever.
Laura and Christy Buffenmeyer, we love you guys. We are so curious to see Ash in the background or maybe get her mic'd up and watch Ocho say 3711 podcast, but Nightcap is the best. Ash likes being a producer. She likes being behind the scenes. What's good, Nightcap? Question for Unc and Ocho. Do y'all have a favorite player was like underrated in the past or present? Players like Herman Moore Jr., Vincent Jackson, to me were good players but overlooked. What do y'all think? Not Junior. I was in the era with Junior, and rest his soul, he was phenomenal. You never knew where he was gonna be. Yeah. It was hard. He was one of the hardest guys because he's supposed to be in pass coverage and he's in the backfield.
In the backfield.
Bro, what are you doing? That is so unsound.
I used to hear the stories. Shannon Crowder used to tell me the stories about when he was with the Dolphins. It was
no rhyme
so funny,
or reason, man. And we know,
really
and the defense, what the defense calls for.
Yeah, he doing his own thing.
Own thing. I played against Herm. Herman was Herman had some great years. He just happened to play in the era with my brother, Chris Carter, Jerry. He was in that. He was in the NFC, and you had Andre Rison.
Yeah, it was Herman Moore, Johnny Morton. Remember Johnny Morton?
Brett Perriman.
Brett Perriman, yeah.
With Barry in the backfield. Dogboy said, Unc, as far as the NFL owners talking, like David Tepper wants to be Jerry Jones, look at the track record of teams and his wife control as head of Tepper Sports, Inc., 7 NFL coaches and 6 MLS coaches in 7 years. Yeah, I mean, they really trying to run it like a business where you change the CEO and you might get some instant success, but when you change coaches like that, you don't. Because when you change coaches, you change systems.
I just thought about something. He said 6 different head coaches. Is Charlotte FC, David Tepper owns Charlotte FC?
As far as I know.
Man, they just signed a very good friend of mine, Wilfred Zaha. Very good player. Played in the Premier League for a very long time from Crystal Palace. Played at Galatasaray. Now he's down here in the States. You know, a good move for MLS. Wait a minute. I didn't know David Tepper owned Charlotte FC.
Who you think owned it?
How
many people in Charlotte you think got 10 billion enough to put 125 million into a soccer team?
Damn.
Frank Palomero said Cowboys need to get Myles Garrett, but they're too cheap and stupid.
How they gonna pay? That's impossible.
Because he wants a new contract, and they got to pay Micah. J213 say, "Hey, Unc Ocho, what's your favorite cartoon back in the day? Tom and Jerry always had me rolling. Much love, both. Always will you ever do Nightcap tour in Boston? What's your favorite cartoon growing up, Ocho?
Oh man, I probably had to say probably Fraggle Rock, and that's not even a cartoon. Well, it's sort of a cartoon. I don't know if you remember Fraggle Rock. I don't even know if anybody in the chat is young enough to remember Fraggle Rock.
Old enough.
I mean, I'm sorry, old enough to remember Fraggle Rock. Man, Fraggle Rock was my thing, and it's really not even the cartoon, but probably Fraggle Rock and the Jetsons.
I like the Jetsons too.
Hell, they might not even remember the Jetsons.
Probably not. That was a 70s cartoon. Man, I used to want the Coyote to beat the hell out of Bugs Bunny though. Man, I said, man, if you just catch him and just beat his ass.
One time.
Leona Rose said, what's up, Nightcap, Unc Ocho? Do you guys remember your very first pet? What would you guys remember? What would you guys recommend someone to get? Love the show. Yeah, I mean, my first pet.
I remember my first.
It wasn't mine. It was we didn't get pets as individuals. You got,
right.
The family pet.
Right.
But we had hogs. We had a hog named Sonny, had one named Bruce, had one named Marvin, had one named Bill.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah, it was a pet. Anything you can pet and let it walk and ride, that was a pet.
The pet.
Yeah. Kelly. We had a Duroc male named Kelly. Duroc, he's the red.
Right.
Kelly ain't play. Kelly cut butt. We had to put Kelly up. Kelly fighting all the males. Oh, hell yeah. You can't have a couple of males. We had a Hampshire. Sonny was the biggest one we had. Sonny probably weighed about 600 pounds. But we had two Yorkshire, Bill, and had one named Bill, one named Marvin. They were all white. Average size, probably about 250, 300.
Right.
But Kelly, that Duroc, I remember my uncles had to catch him, and my grandfather clipped his because his tusk had started to grow, and took bolt cutters and cut his tusk. So hogs. But we had dogs. We had a Joe Boy. We had my grandfather used to have hunting dogs before, and then my uncles and them all had hunting dogs. But probably my first dog that I had that I can say that's mine. I had two Rottweilers named Kane and Killian.
Mm-hmm. I remember my first dog. My first dog, obviously, it was my grandmother's choice. It wasn't my choice. We had a Bichon Frise named
Bichon Frise.
Bichon Frise. Name Studley. I never forget. I never forget. That was our first dog, and he passed away, and that was enough for me.
Oh, they tug on you, bro.
Hey, boy, that was enough for me, and I had the nerve to try again, and I had
you gave away
two Neapolitan. Yeah, I had two Neapolitan Mastiffs. I said, you know what, y'all be in better hands with someone else. And I gave him to someone responsible. I think EJ. I think Edwin James, if I'm not mistaken. And I knew they would be in good hands with EJ. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't bear
that pain,
to
boy.
deal with that kind of pain. No, man. No, man. No.
Tiger 5 Stripes. What's up, Unc Ocho? My birthday is tomorrow. I'll be 27 on the 27th. Can I get a birthday shout out, Ocho? Any advice for a single man my age with no kids who recently moved to Texas? P.S. Saquon MVP.
Oh, whoa. You a single man talking about you just moved to Texas and you ain't got no kids? I give you to the end of the year. Well, you a single man talking about you just moved to Texas. Boy, have you seen the material in Texas?
Let me ask you a question.
What you talking about?
If you're going to be 1 or 2 or 2 for 2? Girl and kid or just one or the other?
Yeah, 2 for 2. Man, please. Boy, for one, hey, happy birthday, young boy.
Yeah, happy birthday, bro.
But listen, I don't even know what part of Texas you in, but it don't matter because they all over the place. You hear me? They all over the place. I've been to Texas maybe 4 times in the entirety of my life. And the last time I've been there, I don't got to be there no more to understand, to have a great understanding. That's not where I belong. It's not where I belong. And I know if you move to Texas, you ain't got no kids. You just got there. That means you fresh meat for them, which also means you're a fresh face. I give you by December. She gonna be pregnant.
Yeah, boy.
And she gonna have a short haircut.
They down there.
Oh, they down there.
Little
boy.
Ninja 24.
Yeah,
Hey, Unc Ocho, just want to say I love you guys. Can you give me give me and my wife a shout out? We just had a baby 11 days ago. I appreciate y'all. Great night. Absolutely. Congratulations, Little Ninja 24, to you and your wife and the baby. Hopefully mom and baby are happy and safe and healthy. That's a big accomplishment. Hey, this, the child might not only know nothing but Super Bowls and winning. I mean, just think, Ocho, if you were 5-year-old, you don't know nothing but winning. Like if you was born in 2000, from your whole career, you born in Boston, Massachusetts, you're a Patriots fan. All you know is winning in Super Bowl.
No, it's winning. That's it. Yeah.
So, but congratulations, bro. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the support. Ben 10, hey, Unc Ocho, love the show. My birthday is Tuesday. Can I get a shout out? Ben 10, happy early birthday, man. Hope you got something fun planned. Don't get in any trouble. But, bro, we thank you for watching us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support and your continued support. So thank you for that. That concludes. Wow. That concludes this episode brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join the nationwide 5G network today. Thank you guys for joining us. I think we got up to 84,000. We got up to 85,000. Now I'm counting on you guys for the Super Bowl to get us over 100. That's our goal. We got to get over 100K. We got to get 100. We'll take more than 100, but we got to get that number. That's our number. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We thank you for your support in 23, 24. Hopefully you'll give us your continued support 25 and beyond because we couldn't do this without you. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. Kansas City, Philly, you're going to the Super Bowl. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? If you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to you. And if you order it now, we'll make sure you have it just in time to celebrate the big victory. Please drink responsibly. Make sure you follow my media company page on all of its platforms, Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. Everything just restocked. Over the next 48 hours, 25% off. Use code Super Bowl for an additional 10% off. We drop new beanies in every color. We've also introduced gift cards available from $25 to $500. Take the guesswork out of it and let someone special pick exactly what they want. Chiefs fans, Eagles fans, or any fans, tickets for the Super Bowl show in New Orleans are on sale now. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. The VIP meet and greet, unfortunately, tickets are sold out, but there's still plenty of tickets left. to attend the big show February the 6th in New Orleans at the Mahalia Jackson Theater. Be there. We got guests coming in, and you don't want to miss it. I promise you. And it's cheaper than going to the game. Both Nightcap and Club Shay Shay are both nominated for NAACP Image Award. Nightcap was nominated for Outstanding Podcast, Arts, Sports, and Entertainment. Club Shay Shay was nominated for Outstanding Podcast, Society, and Culture. Please go vote for your favorite uncle and nephew, Ocho. Link pinned to our social bios. Chiefs headed back to their 5th Super Bowl in 7 years. Third, become the first team to go to first team since the Buffalo Bills to go to 3 straight Super Bowls. They went to 4 straight. Unfortunately, they didn't win any. Mahomes, 32. Bills, unfortunately, 29. Mahomes is now 4-0 against Josh Allen in the playoffs with 4 victories, with 2 of those victories coming in the AFC Championship game. Patrick Mahomes now has 17 postseason wins. They will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, who crushed the Washington Commanders. They forced 4 turnovers. Jalen Hurts threw for 228, and they ran the ball for 229 as they rolled over the Commanders 55-23. And it is a rematch. 2 years ago, the Eagles lost the heartbreaker to the Chiefs. The Chiefs try to three-peat. First team in NFL history since the merger. The Super Bowl was enacted to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls. It's going to be a great game. Again, thank you for joining us. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow night.